journalist and band member of St Etienne is with us. Bob, I'll let you say a few words.
Okay, I'm going to unveil the plaque now, I think. Okay. It's a great honour for me to be unveiling this blue plaque on BBC Music Day to the writer of the wonderful Who Knows Where the Time Goes, and a singer with an uncommonly beautiful voice, I think the greatest of her generation, Sandy Denny.
Who can't believe that it's so cold and there's been no snow. The sound of music comes to me every place I go. Sunday morning, there's no one in church but the clergy's chosen man. And he's fine, I won't worry about him. Got the book in his hand. There's a bitter east wind, fields are swaying, a crow around their nest. I wonder what he's in there saying to all those souls at rest. I see the path which leads to the door and the clergy's chosen man. Witches and briars, you and I, where do we stand? I wonder if he knows I'm here, watching the briars grow. But all these people beneath my shoes, I wonder, do they know? There was a time when every last one knew a clergy's chosen man. Where are they now? Thistles and thorns among the sand. It's so cold and there's been no snow. The sound of music comes to me every place I go. Sunday morning, there's no one in church but the clergy's chosen man. Bushes and briars, thistles and thorns upon the land.
Thank you very, very much. Sally Barker. Where are you, Sally? Oh, she's behind us. Are you ready, Sally? Can we welcome to the stage when we've just got our bag on the floor and her accoutrements all sorted. And we'd like to welcome onto the stage. The steps here. The wonderful, lovely, 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 fabulous Sally Barker.
Good afternoon. Is it afternoon already? The day has slipped by so quickly. Now this is a song of Sandy's, which we sang as part of Fotheringay, didn't we? We're members of Fotheringay, which is one of Sandy Denny's offshoots from Fairport Convention. A band she formed with her then husband, and Trevor Lucas, and also Jerry Donahue.
Indeed.
So we performed as Fotheringay for a couple of years.
Quick plug for the benefit concert for Jerry on the 13th of December down at Banbury Trades and Labour, known as Jerry Aid.
Sadly, Jerry suffered a stroke, and he's in the California hospital and receiving therapy, and needs further
Bits of kit.
finance to keep that going. So we're doing a benefit concert. What date was that again?
13th of December.
And where is it?
It's at Banbury Trades and Labour Club,
There we are. Yes,
which is so much nicer than the mill.
plenty of time.
Yes.
Plenty of time to get to that. Oh, it's like a storm at sea. Everything is lost, and the fretful sailors calling out their woes as to the waves they're tossed. Oh, they are all gentlemen. Never will they know if there is a reason each of them must go, join the cruel flow. It'll take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. There is no need for rules, no one to score the game, and there is nobody hanging in this town as even knows its name. It'll take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, 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 long time. Long, 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 long. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. It will take a long, long time. That's called It'll Take a Long Time. But you might guess the title.
And I think we will follow with another Sandy song called Nothing More.
This is also a song that we've performed as part of Fotheringay. The
With
Fotheringay-
drums and electric guitars and a huge, great noise. So
Normally, yes, but we're
live
naked.
version.
We're naked this afternoon, aren't we? This early afternoon, and we hope that we're not too naked for you. That's, if I can say that, present company. Oh, I didn't ask permission before I said it, there, did I? Yeah, it's got nothing more. take care from anyone. Oh, it's true, it's very true, she said. Our lives, they are not long. Words, I use them rarely when I'm all alone. The pearls that you hold in your hand, they are beautiful to see, but you show them not to anyone, not even me. For you are like the others, he said. I never can be sure. If you wish just to see the pearls and nothing more. Why can you not see reason? Our lives, they are not long. Why can't you see no love? Tell us all we're wrong. My tune, it does not change, he said, and neither does your song. Words, I use them rarely when I'm all alone. All Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very pleased to be here to celebrate unveiling the Blue Plaque. And I'll hand you back to Marian and the rest of the team.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes, it'll be about 1 minute to change over, okay? Is that all right? So we're going to go straight into the next one with Marion, but she's doing a piece to camera right now in the car park. So we have to wait for her to finish her bit to camera. production music. Marian?
Wandering off now.
So hello. Hello guys, you right? Lovely uniforms.
They've got the head teacher and everything.
Head teacher's here too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just giving them CDs.
So we're in a band. The three of us are in a band called Trad R, and the what we do in that band is we get old traditional songs and we put them to a rock and roll sort of setting, which is exactly where sort of Sandy made her name. She took traditional songs and she gave them a new lease of life. That's what she did really, really well with her fantastic voice. So to kind of keep in with the theme of that, we're going to play a song now called Winter Winds, which got played on Radio 2 last week. Yes. And these are old words. These are old words, and to a new rhythm.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, love is hot and love is cold, more precious sword than Sheba's gold, more worthless one than clods of clay, esteemed to be cast away, esteemed to be cast away. The wind blows east, the wind blows west, it turns about and it does not rest. Then as a gale, then light does fan. Such is the temper of a man. Such is the temper of a man. Blow you winds of winter, blow, cover me with spotless snow. Tear the branches from the tree, strew the dead leaves over me. The flowers come, the leaves appear, all in the springtime of the year. Then summer past, they fall and fade. Such is the beauty of a maid. Such is the beauty of a maid. Upon the steeple there stands a bird, its shrilly voice is never heard. It does not hear, it does not see. Oh, would it have been so with me? Oh, would it been so with me? Blow you winds of winter, blow, cover me with spotless snow. Tear the branches from the tree, and strew the dead leaves over me. Blow you winds of winter, blow, cover me with spotless snow. Tear the branches from the tree, and strew the dead leaves over me. This lonely circle of my life is but the turning of a night, and tears forever fill my eye, and every breath is but a sigh, and every breath's a sigh. Blow, you winds of winter, blow, cover new spotless snow, tear the branches from the tree, strew the dead leaves over me. Blow, you winds of winter, blow, cover me with spotless snow, tear the branches from the tree, and strew the dead leaves over me. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a lovely village, this, isn't it? Yeah.
It's dead nice, especially if you were born in Byfield like me.
I'll be straight on prime location when I get home, looking at properties. Okay, so this is another old ballad. It's an old transportation ballad, this, from a long time ago. And well, I've got this opportunity. These two guys have warmed you up really nicely so far. So a bit of a hand for PJ Wright on the guitar to my right, and Miss Marion Fleetwood as well. And we had Sally Barker too. I mean, singing Sandy songs isn't an easy thing to do. No. Especially for geezers, yes.
String bending, I just did.
Judges and juries, your justice, old Bailey's also for 7 years. The eagle flies with us boys tonight. Dear love, I'm going to leave you for 7 long years or more, and oh, that will seem but a moment when I return to the girl I adore. Just let the ship roll on gently, let her steer her own course, let the ship roll on gently. If ever I return from the ocean, stores of riches I'll bring you, my dear. It's all for the sake of my love. Oh, across the salt seas without fear. The eagle flies with us boys tonight. So let the ship roll on gently. Let us steer her own course. Let the ship roll on gently. Cold chains, cold iron surround me, and a plank is my pillow tonight. How often I wish that the eagle would lend me her wings to fly. The eagle flies with us boys tonight. Let the ship roll on gently. Let us steer her own course. Let the ship roll on gently. Join us if you can. Just let the ship roll on gently. Let us steer her own course. Let the ship roll on gently. Thank you. Get down for PJ Wright on the guitar. He's going to take a seat now.
And this is Greg and Marian.
So we're going to hand you over to Greg Cave now. Big hand for Greg.
Hello. So we're folkies, boys and girls. Part of being at a folk concert means you have to listen to some tuning. Sometimes the best bit if you're at certain concerts. So, as I'm tuning this guitar, I'm going to multitask and say something. I've got a money spider. A shout out to village halls around, really. I'm just seeing the blue plaque on the village hall there, and obviously seeing this is where Sandy did her last gig, and in this village hall in Byfield, and well, that was in the late 70s, wasn't it? I think was it 78? And that they're a great facility, village halls. You know, I've used them quite a lot. There's still quite a few gigs that go on in village halls, and me and Marion just recently recorded an album in a village hall, and they're great because they're cheap as well. About £6 an hour sometimes. So I won't ask for a round of applause for the Byfield Village Hall, that's a bit weird. But yeah, let's have a round of applause to the Byfield Village Hall. Yeah, and village halls everywhere. So I was thinking of what to play. I'm going to do sort of 2 songs of my own now, before Marion joins me and I can go away. This so fitting in with the vein of traditional stuff, we've got a John Clare in Northamptonshire. You heard of John Clare? No? So John Clare was a poet quite a while back, and he's known for his poetry, but he hasn't celebrated that much for his collecting of folk song and dances. But he's got a great collection of folk songs and dances and tunes, and he used to hang out with the gypsies over in Helpston, the other part of the county, the Bosworth crew, and he collected all sorts of songs and tunes from when he played with them. And so if you're any folkers out there looking for material, and I've sort of got into John Clare and his story quite a bit. And the first time I sort of got to know John Clare was when I was working at the St Andrew's Psychiatric Hospital, and one of the wards is called the John Clare Unit, and then sort of got into reading about him, and then he spent big part of his life at the asylum in Northampton. And when he was at the asylum in Northampton, John would walk down to All Saints Church, which is still there in the centre of Northampton. It's one of the remaining nice buildings left, apart from Burger King. That's not too bad as well, it's quite nice. But and John would come down and sit at All Saints Church, and he'd write. And a few years back, I'd had a couple of drinks on a Friday, and I went down there, and when you go there on a Friday night, it's your typical North town centre place where there's takeaways being eaten and people being slightly unhinged on a Friday night, and it kind of fits in really well with John Clare's story that's where I used to go, at this centre of Northampton, and it inspired this song. It's called John Still Rambling. Like I said, there's going to be more tuning up. It's a folk concert. Listening, I'm gonna ramble to you. One more glass of wine, and this could be our world, it's true. Talk about when I was crazy, when I was crazy, when I was crazy for you. We'll sit on this step, it's a place where poets will go, my. Planes are falling from the sky, kids with plastic forks walk by. We'll talk about when I was crazy, when I was crazy, when I was crazy for you. John, he's still here, and you can hear him in the screams of youth. So listen in, he's gonna ramble to you. Talk about when he was crazy. Well, I'm still crazy. Oh, it's still crazy for you.
about when I was crazy. Well, I'm still crazy. Always still crazy for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to do one more on me own. If that's okay? So I'm from Northampton, Shear. I was brought up sort of the north part of the county in Lamport. But my mum and dad are from town. And my nanny Doreen is certainly from Northampton, and she's got a fantastic Northampton accent. And she talks about certain things in Northampton. And a few years back, she was talking about the Bunny Run, and the Bunny Run, which is the old term given to the Wellingborough Road that goes down into Northampton. And this is a song that I wrote about the Bunny Run and Northampton in general. Northampton. Today, and it's over the river now. Oh, and there's dreams filling the sky above the town hall walls, and on the cobbled streets, this old market town, a pride still lives on. Oh, piercing sunlight glints the smile of the bride just married in the old town hall. Oh, blue lights, it's a Friday night, and the kids hit the Bunny Run. Well, they're drinking away another working week, and you feel the time's going round, 'cause there's no fish sale in the market today, not even coffee or a piece of art. Oh, is this a place of dreamers, not quite believers? Now the buses round the station move on. It's not the money, the power, the land or greed that keeps us struggling on, but it's the water from the river in our blood, keeps pumping every day. Oh, it's not the money, the power, the land or greed that keeps us struggling on, but it's the water from the river in our blood, keeps pumping every day. Thank you. Yeah, welcome Marion Fleetwood back to the stage then. I want a Radio Northampton bag. What's in the Radio Northampton bag? Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to join Marion for this one more. We've got the lovely Linda Watkins playing some songs after this as well, so please stick about for Linda.
So this is a song that is on Fairport Convention's album Angel Delight, and apparently it's not been covered before, mainly because nobody could work out what words Swab was singing, so I don't think anybody bothered trying. And by verse 3, he's virtually incomprehensible. So when we were recording this for our album, there you go, there's a plug for our album, People Like Us. We wanted to do one cover on it, so we decided we wanted to do this one because we've been listening to Angel Delight in the band bus, and then we had the quandary of what words to use for verse 3, because seriously nobody can understand what Swab's saying. So luckily we'd asked Simon Nicol from Fairport to be a guest vocalist on the album, and he'd kindly agreed, being the lovely chap that he is, and so we phoned him because he wrote it with Swab. And said, can you tell us the words to verse 3, because we can't understand what he's saying. And he said, it was the 70s, don't be daft. How am I supposed to remember that far back? And we were all completely addled. So addled, it's a good word, addled, isn't it?
Addled, a good mid-afternoon word.
It's a good word, yeah. And so he said, I can't remember. So I sent him the link to the iTunes download for Wizard of the Worldly Game, which is this track. And then he phoned back about 10 minutes later and said, I'm not paying 99p to get to verse 3. The free pre-listen runs out in the middle of verse 2. He said, what words do you think go in verse 3? And we told him, and he said, they'll do, that'll be okay, don't worry, we won't sue you. So the words to verse 3 in this version are from the horse's mouth, and I think as close as damn it to what was initially intended. So we're going to play Wizard of the Worldly Game, and then joined on to the end of that is a jiggy thing, a tune that I wrote and Greg collaborated with on the album, and it's called Lazarus, and it's for the darling beloved Swab, who of course was great friends with Sandy, so this is for both of them. And so yeah, Wizard of the Worldly Game.
For 7 years I stood right here, and the flowers grow green by day. Oh, for the yarns that I was told, I spread my arms when they grew cold, and warded off the rain. And the bigger the tree, the deeper the roots, the grass that is trodden underfoot. Give it time, and it'll surely rise again. I'm rocked by winds, and I'm soaked by rain, and I'll bow and sometimes bend, until I fall and crush the forms of a few small friends who stood through storms and who will rise again. The bigger the tree, the deeper the roots, the grass that is trodden underfoot. Give it time, and it'll surely rise again. to dust. The dove is just be do or be done. Wild to win and wise to gain, wizard of the worldly game, treasoned into trust. The bigger the tree, the deeper the roots, the grass that is trodden underfoot. Give it time, and it'll surely rise again. The bigger the tree, the deeper the roots, the grass that is trodden underfoot. Give it time, and it'll surely rise again.
Marion Fleetwood on the fiddle.
Thank you very much. That seems a bit risky, that one. Don't know how quick to start it. Do we do people like that? Yeah. Yeah. We've got lots of time. It's so lovely and relaxed. And it was lovely singing that song underneath a big tree. Fab.
I think we'll do one more like this, and then Linda's going to join.
The folk family is a very small, tight-knit one, isn't it? We're going, yeah, we'll do a bit, then Linda will do a bit, then, you know, Sally's done a bit, and PJ's done a bit, and we'll do a bit.
Then we'll get the audience to do a bit.
And then you're going to do a bit. Yeah.
So with Fleetwood, that's Fleetwood on Cave. Fleetwood Cave have got a gig in Silverstone next Saturday, we're it should be a good one because that afternoon we're playing the Wappenham Beer Festival, and they couldn't pay us. Gerald will know this. They couldn't pay us in sterling, but they can pay us in a sort of liquid thing that's going to be there all afternoon.
So if anyone wants to give us a lift between the two gigs,
Wappenham and Silverstone, yeah, it's not far. So Silverstone should be a great gig.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the title track off our album. And on the album, this is the one that's got the silly folk choir with Simon Nicolette Allen in it. Okay, and this is one of Greg's songs. Yeah, there you go. Ready?
Mom and Dad moved us to the villages, give us some way of life. Free to run, free to dream, we smiled through hard times.
People like us, people who work and dream, seem to always get it hard. The rich at the top, always telling us how things ought to be.
Now when I walk in those open fields, I thank the love all around me.
And today I keep my gods all around me, and my angels by my side.
Fat cat's getting greedier. Meanwhile, the feelings get uneasier. But you can keep your troughs, keep your spoons for truth in me. Will undo you.
Hold your sister, hold your brother, sing with me tonight. We'll win this fight as long as we come together. It'll be alright. So hold your sister, hold your brother, sing with me tonight. We'll win this fight. As long as we come together, it'll be alright. So hold your sister, hold your brother, sing with me tonight. We'll win this fight as long as we come together. It'll be alright. So hold your sister, hold your brother, sing with me tonight. We'll win this fight as long as we come together. It'll be alright.
Mom and Dad moved us to the villages to give us some way of life.
cajon or something? Have you got your cajon with you, Mr. Mark? Do you want to come and bang, do your feet? No. I think we should do gypsy. Do one more for that. Yeah. Right, okay. We're kind of winging it a bit. It's all right, we've got lots of time. And so this is a song that I wrote about a woman who is buried in a churchyard in Warwickshire, which is where I live. Not in the graveyard. I live in Stratford-upon-Avon. I'd much rather live over here. And she's called Susanna Lovell. And she was buried, and on her gravestone it says Queen of the Gypsies at the bottom. And so I kind of got a bit interested in that story. And apparently she was locally known as the Queen of the Gypsy community in Warwickshire. And when she died, instead of bringing her posh gifts and things, fellow travellers would bring her little pouches of tobacco and leave them on her gravestone. And so I thought, I like that. That's really cool. And so I sort of wrote a classic folk tune with three young men who come, blah, blah. You know the story, don't you? Three young men come, one brings something posh, the next one brings something posh, and the third one brings a little pouch of tobacco, and he's the one that evokes her spirit, la, la, la. Gold, myrrh and tobacco. And it's in true folk club style. There is a chorus, and which we're going to start us off with. Sorry. Got my pegs in the way. We're going to start it off with, so you get loads of chances to learn it. So by the last bit, where we go into two parts, where that half of you go with Greg, and you're my team, okay? And we're going to sing it in a round. So by that stage, you should know it really, really well. And we're going to start it off with it, okay? You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your wreaths of red and green. The new world's leaf was her great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. That's your chorus. The one and only gypsy queen walked the Warwickshire lanes. For 72 years she lived. Susanna Lovell was her name. When she died, her death was marked by her people here and there. Her beauty was of what they talked, her narrow waist and long black hair. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green. The new world's leaf was her great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. In a velvet and lace coat, upon her stone he placed a gift of gold of rarest note. The second was all clothed in silk with buttons of great size, a gift he placed upon her tomb, emeralds for the gypsy's eyes. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your wreaths of red and green. The new world's leaf was her great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. Oh, the last lad walked 100 miles. His clothes were torn and old. No shoes wore he, nor had no hat, no gifts of pearls or gold. I cannot give you pearls, my queen, or emeralds of finest hue. But if, like me, you like to pipe, I've something here for you. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green.
new world's leaf was her great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. Sea. The velveteen and silken fops all laughed and shared great mirth. But as they pricked the young lad's pride, these words sprang from the earth. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green. The new world's leaf was my great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen.
Red and green.
You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green. The new world's leaf was my great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green. The new world's leaf was my great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. You can keep your emeralds, pearls and gold, and your ribs of red and green. The new world's leaf was my great love. Bring it to your gypsy queen. 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 Thank you very much. So, Greg's relieved of his duties now, so big hand for Greg Cave, please. Thank you. So, Linda's... Oh, I'm just spotting Linda's being interviewed on radio now. So, do a bit of a filler. So this is a song that's on the Tradar album, but this is obviously going to be a very, very stripped down version of it, because on the album there are 7 musicians playing all sorts of stuff, and now it's just me. But this is the Sandy track on the Tradar album that we did, which is called Further Tales of Love, Death and Treachery. And this is the lowlands of Holland. And it's a song obviously made famous, well, we all know it from Sandy, so this is for Sandy. And I hope I get the right starting note, because it goes really high. And if I start it too high, I'll be completely stuffed. On the night that I was married, and on my marriage bed, there came a sea captain, and he stood at my bed, saying, "Arise, arise, young married man, this night for to go with me to the low, low lands of Holland to fight the enemy." Oh, I held my love all in my arms, still hoping he might stay, till the captain he gave another order, and he had to march away, saying, "There's many a blithe young married man this night must go with me to the low, low lands of Holland to fight the enemy." But Holland, it is a wondrous place, and in it grows much green. 'Tis a wild inhabitation for my true love to be in. 'Twas the wild, wild lands of Holland where twine my love and me. No shoes, no stockings I'll put on, no comb run through my hair, nor shall day nor candlelight shine on my bower fair, nor shall I sleep with any young man until the day I die. For the low, low lands of Holland, they parted, my love and I. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Are you right? You ready? Yay, she's ready with her pink dockers on and everything. It is Northampton. She's just going to get her stuff. So I suppose all of us performers here today would really like to thank the BBC for having us. Thank you very much. And we've got lovely Darren on sound here. He's been ace. So big round of applause to Darren on sound. And so I'm going to welcome to the stage, with her with a big plethora of stringed instruments, including one that I can't pronounce at all, that is from Ecuador. Is that right? Is it? Yeah, it's an Ecuadorian. It's got lots of vowels in, so I thought it sounded Welsh, but it's not. It's Ecuadorian. And this is another lovely lady who is present on the folk scene, and she's called. Is she ready? I'll do that, Linda. You walk round, and I'll lift that up. Yeah, you got to be careful because the legs are splaying. Okay.
You don't get this on top of the pops, do you?
Don't get top of the pot.
Never saw that on top of the pops. Can I welcome to the stage the lovely Linda Watkins.
Too many. I'm afraid to move it now. I have to though. Drag it across. I'm too short for this job. I thought I'd show you my vihuela before I start. It looks like a tortoise. And they're normally used by mariachi bands. But I'm not going to do that with it. You'll find out in a minute. Can we have a big up for Darren, please? He's put up with a lot of stuff today. Darren's very quietly just making it all happen. Let's move that a minute. This is like nesting. You know, ladies, before the baby's born, you start scrubbing the hallway and putting things tidy. Well, I'm nesting up here at the minute. Before I sing a Sandy song, which I'm about to do, finally. About 4 years ago, a group of us, I got a group of friends together, and we did, at the time it was quite popular to jump on the Sandy bandwagon and do an evening of Sandy Denny songs. At Banbury Folk Club, I got some lovely friends together, and we did a whole evening of Sandy Denny songs, which was meant to be a one-off, and indeed it was. We never did it again. It was incredibly special. We had quotations from people all over the world that we read out, and we sang various Sandy songs. But I'd like to read you this one that came from a book. It's a quote from Anne Briggs. And this is what she said of the lady. She was a great-spirited girl, and a fine, fine singer. I think we'll all agree with that. Exceptionally, she was a most courageous singer. Not only was she prepared to get into the very essence of a song on the stage, but she would take the audience in there with her. It's a special talent, isn't it? This can be a very revealing thing, exposing not only the song itself, but also the singer, as they become almost one and the same thing. She gave considerably of all she had to offer during her life, and her death was a great sadness. And Anne's favourite song, like most of us here today, was Who Knows Where the Time Goes. Wasn't that beautiful earlier? Wasn't it fab? Big round of applause for Marion for singing that. It's a big ask. So I'm going to do this one. Just close your eyes for a moment and imagine you're in the tower the night before the dreadful deed is to be done. How often she has gazed from castle windows all and watched the daylight passing behind her captive wall, with no one to heed her call. The evening hour is fading before the dwindling sun, and in a lonely moment those embers will be gone, and the last of all the young birds flown. Her days of precious freedom forfeited long before, to live such fruitless years behind a guarded door. But those days will last no more. Tomorrow at this hour she will be far away, much farther than the islands for the lonely Fotheringay. Now, as you all know, I'm sure we're all avid fans here. Sandy didn't only perform her own songs. She did actually sing many songs written by other people. One in particular was she recorded a song written. It was a poem written by Richard Farina, which I believe she set to music. I'm not entirely sure of that fact. I'm sure someone will correct me, because I've just come across a recording of Mimi and Richard Farina singing this song, which is slightly different to the one that we know and love. So, as gentle tides go rolling by along the salt sea strand, the colours blend and roll as one together in the sand, and often do the winds entwine to send their sullen call, the quiet joys of brotherhood, when love was lord of all. The oak and we together rise along the common ground. The mare and stallion, light and dark, have thunder in their sound. The rainbow sign, the blended flower, still have my heart enthrall. The quiet joys of brotherhood, when love was lord of all. But man has come to plough the tide, the oak lies on the ground. I hear their fires in the fields, they drive the stallion down. The roses bleed, both light and dark. The winds do sullen call, the running sands recall the time when love was lord of all. I wasn't going to do this one, it's popped into my head and I'm going to do it anyway. It's another Sandy song. There's so many out there to choose from. We've heard some really beautiful ones today. This is my take on Listen, Listen. The young boy rose his pretty face, all for to feel the salty spray. When storms are mustering, they say he'll come and take us all away. I am a traveller by trade. I only have what I have made. A fortune teller too, they say, and I can take myself away. Listen, listen to him do. He is the one who is for you. Listen, listen, they say he'll come and take us all away. And over there the young man stays upon the rocks, so rough and grey, watching the boy, watching the day, thinking of how he came to be a young man. He is so real and nevermore will go astray. He is of value now, they say, and he can take himself away. Listen, listen to him do. He is the one who is for you. Listen, listen, they say he'll come and take you all away. The young boy rose his pretty face, all for to feel the salty spray. When storms are mustering, they say he'll come and take you all away. Calling the lovely Marian. Number 42, please. Nah, she's not that old. She's young enough to be my daughter. Shall we do three close, yes. Now, a Northamptonshire song, which we've never played together before, but we like to live on the edge.
We both know independently. We'll see what happens.
We just hope we both know the same version. This is a melding of minds.
Status quo version?
Yeah. No. It's written by Stuart Marson, who used to live in Northampton.
Farewell to you, my faithful Nancy, 1,000 times adieu. For the constable comes up from Brackley Market, and 100 volunteers too. No more will we hide in the forest, for fear they might run us to ground. For the wild sea we sailed upon it, too close to wind. For 20 years we have roved the highways of Northamptonshire, from Daventry down to the southern byways. We robbed both the rich and the poor, for oft times our families were starving, and the highway kept them alive. For the wild sea we sailed upon it, too close to wind. And tonight I lie in a darkened dungeon, condemned on the gallows to die, whilst the man who gave us away, he's only bound for Australia. No man could be found to defend us, and naught but abuse came our way. For the wild sea we sailed upon it, too close to the wind. And the clouds, they rise on Northampton Market, and the crowds pour into the town, and the people will throng in the streets until sunset, and the hangman cuts us down, and 50 children of Culver, their fathers are taken away.
Marion wanted to do one of my songs, so thank you very much to Marion for that. She's a very caring, resilient kind of musician, and she puts up with me. She's fab. Needs to be up here. You do one of my songs now about time, which Marion asked to do.
I don't know very well.
Anything can happen.
I just did tick-tock noise. Yeah. Thank you to Margaret for rescuing the list off the floor when it blew off.
I think it's safe now. I don't know what Sandy was saying. I'm using a tobacco tin. I don't smoke. I bought this tobacco tin at Cambridge Folk Festival. Oh, goodness knows how long ago. Cost me, in old money, £3, 2 shillings now. It's a long time. Are we ready for this, Darren?
Go on.
This beastie.
Go on, Darren.
Leafy glades in my childhood days, on mountain slopes in the sun, a world apart from affairs of the heart, my cares and worries were none, and we all take note of the ticking of the clock, the world goes hurrying by, we all take note of the ticking of the clock, the world goes hurrying by. The teenage years with their trials and tears can turn a boy to a man. The years to come may be better for some. We all must do what we can. And middle age brings rewards and regrets. The time to think on what's done. All can change, love and life rearrange. And soon it's dinner for one, and we all take note of the ticking of the clock. The world goes hurrying by. We all take note of the ticking of the clock. The world goes hurrying by. The wisest years are the soonest to pass, a time to share what we've learned, to leave our mark like a star in the dark, with all the love that we've earned, and we all take note of the ticking of the clock, the world goes hurrying by, we all take note of the ticking of the clock, the world goes hurrying by. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick 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 tick.
Oh, did I not plug it in?
Plug it in now. Plug it in now.
Now I'm not using it again.
Oh, there you go.
I thought it was
Sorry.
a bit quiet.
You see, this is live and dangerous. Live music is always like this.
Sorry, Darren.
Sorry, Darren. I'm so cruel. I'm going to use that other funny instrument now, which doesn't get plugged in. Could somebody pass me the chair? Would you mind? Thank you. Now, the reason I need this chair is this doesn't have a strap. And I can't play it like that. So. Never mind. When I first spoke to Marsha at the BBC about doing this, she talked a lot about Northampton. I'm quite involved with Northampton Folk Club, so I'll give them a plug now. Northampton Folk Club, who didn't know it existed? Ooh, shame on you. Northampton Folk Club meets every first and third Tuesday of the month. Whoops, caught it. And we put on all sorts of music. The policy is to cover all sorts of folk music. Folk music is as broad as it is deep, as you all know. So check out the website, greatnightfolkclub.co.org.uk. Is that right, Gerald? You're on committee as well, lad. Good. Do come and see us. It's a lovely folk club. The pub is lovely. It's the Old White Hart in Far Cotton. Probably the most elegant seating that you'll have in any folk club in these parts. So if you like to be comfortable when you listen to your music, that's the place to come. So I thought it would be fun and dangerous, living on the edge, to write a song that was Northampton based or flavoured. Which is why I've got the words up here. Now, I couldn't write it on a guitar. I decided this is a vihuela. Now, normally you'd hear it being played sort of in a mariachi band. But I think it's very pretty, just like this.
Walk a while for me, my friend. Hold me in your heart. In these shoes you'll understand how all things came to pass. Leather last and stitches fine, woven thread with care. Around the world to step and dance in shoes so fine and fair. In these shoes you'll travel far, the road will always rise. For these shoes were made with love beneath Northampton skies. Carved with mind's creative source, fixed with hammer blow, the navvy works till his last breath. His boots no debt will owe. In these shoes you'll travel far, the road will always rise. For these shoes were made with love beneath Northampton skies. Buckles shining in the sun, soldiers march to war. The drum it beats a solemn call, till boots they march no more. In his shoes.
So I'll carry on till Marion says it's someone else's turn. I've been singing and writing songs for longer than I care to remember. And I'm desperately waiting to be able to share meaningful songs with my grandson, who is now 15 months old. But he's already taking himself off into the corner to listen to music or to read a book, which I think is fantastic. His favourite song, unfortunately, at the moment is Old MacDonald. And I'm running out of animals. This one is plugged in. I wrote a song a very long time ago for a dear young girl who was 22 when she was taken from us. And this song has been played in all sorts of places. It's been played for funerals. It's been played to celebrate Emily's life. It's called Emily's Rainbow. But today I think I would like to dedicate it to all those poor people in Grenfell Tower. Let the stars fall from the heavens and the moon eclipse the sun. We will still be looking skyward for the rainbow sign and you. You shone so brightly here amongst us, bringing colour to our lives. Will our days now turn to twilight? Will your spirit roam the skies? Let the stars fall from the heavens and the moon eclipse the sun. We will still be looking skyward for the rainbow sign and you. Yet even though we're filled with sadness, still we'll pass that tear-filled eye. Memories will make us smile again, and stories make a room revive. We're only here to pass some time, and some will never make their mark, for they have to leave and fly away. Let the stars fall from the heavens and the moon eclipse the sun. We will still be looking skyward for the rainbow sign and you. We're still tethered to this life until our journey takes us on to meet old friends and share the love we knew a while when you were home. Let the stars fall from the heavens and the moon eclipse the sun. We will still be looking skyward for the rainbow sign and you. I put on it and then it won't go anywhere else. You nice and warm out there, those of you in the sun, who's sunbathing. Kevin's happy at the back, he's got his can of something. Pepsi Cola. Oh no, it's advertising. A can of something. It's not okay. Back in the 70s, I wrote a song. I was a bit cross about newspaper coverage of something at the time. I can't remember what it was. And I got to thinking that everybody has their own spin on everything these days, and did back then. It was no different, really. We just got more access to information than we used to have. And it's called Lies with Honesty. Because sometimes someone will honestly believe something and they will put their point across, but perhaps it's not actually true. In a world of heroes, shadows often hide, and when a love is sleeping, oh, they hurry to your side. Songs of heartfelt sorrow, caress your lips again, and tomorrow's child of darkness takes the early evening train. Let the papers tell their stories. Oh, how they really try. Don't they know words have two meanings? All they can do is lie to you with honesty. The child that lost its mother, oh, the man without a wife, a raped and cruel country, oh, the soldier and the knife. Gods of joy and sorrow, oh, a pure and gentle breeze, a wind of ever-changing temper that brings a nation to its knees. Let the papers tell their stories. asked in a radio interview, when did I first hear of Sandy Denny? And I regaled them with a story that I can remember when I was probably about 15. And I was born in South Wales, so there was always an Eisteddfod or some kind of musical presentation that we were expected to participate in. And so, having just started playing the guitar when I was about 13, I think, just plonking away in my bedroom in the dark so I could learn to play without looking at my fingers. I'm not sure that entirely worked, but it was fun at the time. We played everything from Beatles songs to Bob Dylan songs and what have you. But then along came this Fairport Convention band, and we were all captivated by the band and Sandy in particular. And I can remember borrowing my mum's accordion so that we could do Si tu dois partir for a presentation at school. None of us could play it, but we managed between us to work out enough notes that we could make it sound right. So I was probably about 15. And I think the magical thing with songwriters is it's not always the person themselves, it's the legacy of the music that they leave for us that just gives and gives. Introduced my children to Fairport, introduced my husband to Fairport, he'd never heard of them. And now he's a fan. But I also like other songwriters. Anybody out there heard of Eleanor McAvoy? This is one of her songs. You probably know it, but may not know that she wrote it.
Is low, my heart is so low, as only a woman's heart can be, as only a woman's, as only a woman's, as only a woman's heart can know. The tears that drip from my bewildered eyes, they taste of bittersweet romance. You're still in my hopes, you're still on my mind, oh. And though I know that I'll survive alone, my heart is low, my heart is so low, as only a woman's heart can be, as only a woman's, as only a woman's, as only a woman's heart can know. When restless eyes reveal my troubled soul, and memories flood my weary heart, I mourn for my dreams, I mourn for my wasted love. And though I know I'll manage on my own, my heart is low, my heart is so low, as only a woman's heart can be, as only a woman's, as only a woman's, as only a woman's heart can know. Okay, a little bit of fun now. Any guitar nerds out there? Today I am playing a David Oddie guitar. David Oddie left this world, sadly, earlier in the week. A wonderful guitar maker. This guitar was actually made, I'm getting really nerdy now, the guitar was made for Mike Silver. But it was a little bit too feminine for his manly fingers. Apparently. So he suggested to my husband when my birthday was coming up, maybe I'd like to buy it. And here it is. How many of you out there have children? I'm sure there are a few. You probably have your own or you borrow others. Is it great when they leave home? Well, it is. I mean, most women will agree with me, I think. It is wonderful that they've flown the nest and they've jumped out and they haven't plummeted towards the ground. Hopefully they're soaring somewhere. But it leaves this kind of emptiness, doesn't it? It's the empty nest thing. There's a gap in the laundry basket. The fridge is always stocked miraculously. Anybody who's had boys will know. Yeah, the fridge was always empty. So, this will be my last song. So it's a sad song, but it's got a kind of happiness to it. And here it comes. It's called Winding Sheet. I wanted to call it something else, but Trousseau didn't rhyme with anything.
song now, I think. No? Oh, not yet. Oh, I've got a reprieve.
I'll explain later.
Okay, here's a little song I wrote for a gentleman who had just done a lovely, lovely floor spot at Northampton Folk Club just before Martin Simpson was about to play. And just as Martin Simpson launched into his second song, there was a clatter and a bang and poor Bob was laid out on the floor. What we didn't know at the time was he'd had a heart attack. So it kind of changed the scope of the evening somewhat. But by the time the 3 doctors, 2 nurses and other medical people who happened to be in the audience had dealt with him, he left the room sitting up, smiling and waving to us all. He's now had various operations and is, well, more energetic than he's been in years, I think you would say. Being a songwriter, it got me thinking about mortality. So this is the net. We're always racing around doing far too much.
Living in the fast lane, driving headlong to the sun. We rarely put the brakes on. We just let that engine run. Always moving onward. Never slowing down. And everything, well, it's just a blur. Is it country or is it town? And we hardly seem to notice. We just don't seem to care about this mortal overcoat that we're all designed to wear. Racing round life's dirt track, accelerating fast, and we're always changing gear just to match our fear. No time for conversation. No time to breathe the air. Or listen to the birds. Or simply stand and stare. And we hardly seem to notice. We just don't seem to care about this mortal overcoat that we're all designed to wear. So when that finish line's in sight,
Okay, are we feeling friendly? I normally announce this as the late night love song. But it's really, it's a moment in time where perhaps you've had a row with your other half. Never happens, does it? A difference of opinion, we should say. So you've opened a bottle of wine, you lit a candle, you've got your favourite CD on, and you're trying to take your mind off it. And will you back down? No. So just imagine. It's warm and cosy and you're listening to that lovely CD. Actually, Richard Thompson helped me write this song, but he doesn't know it yet. Those of you who know Richard Thompson's songs well might guess what I mean by that in a moment.
Watching jet planes going nowhere. Richard singing songs for me, with Linda's lovely harmonies, just for me. And sometimes you know that it's not right for you. And sometimes you don't see the light. Sitting here on my own, feeling sad, blue and lonely, just when I think it's all gone wrong, here comes another song just for me. And sometimes you know that it's not right for you. And sometimes you don't see seeking out the dying embers in my heart, a chord, a note, a melody reaches out and sparks a memory just for me. And sometimes we both know that it's not right for us. And sometimes we don't see love.
sure there's some more music coming. Chase me a bit of paper. Keep the faith, remember Sandy.
Go and find the cool man with the beard and go and sit next to him. I'm assuming that's him.
Have another round of applause for the lovely Linda Watkins. So you got me now for a bit. Oh, don't know. Might need it. Okay. So I'm going to take you through to 3 o'clock. Because all of my friends have gone home. So I've got my black folder. So I'm just going to randomly open it wherever it sort of sits, wherever it opens. And where it's opened, rather nicely, clothes pegs are brilliant. They're essential for outside broadcasting. Right, so this is a song that was written by Caroline Herring as part of a project with the Cecil Sharp House. I'm sure you all know what Cecil Sharp House is. It's kind of our temple. A temple to folk music, and it's where we can all go and research stuff, and also you can go to gigs there, and this was written as part of the Cecil Sharp House project, and it's based on a true story of an industrial accident in Pennsylvania, and it's about a little boy called Jeremy who was squashed by a big boulder in an industrial accident, and the company that was responsible for it, which was running an open mine over the hill from where Jeremy's trailer park, where he lived, was, refused to accept responsibility for it. So it's kind of an us versus them story, but it's also one about mums, and I've got 2 children. One of whom has gone off to university, and I miss her very much, my lovely Hannah. This is my Hannah necklace. When she went, anybody else who's got students that have gone off to university, have you got them, yeah? They leave all sorts of bits and bobs around the house, and I went around the house when she left and picked up all of those random earrings and things that she'd left lying around. So this is my Hannah necklace. So when I touch that, I think of my big girl. And I've got a little boy called William. Gather round my table, say grace with me. In my little trailer, in the mountains of Wise County, grief is mine forever. My story down in Monroe, in the mountains of Wise County. Bye, baby, baby, bye, little baby, bye, 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 baby, baby, bye, little baby.
hopes are made of 1,000-pound boulders that roll down the hills and onto our shoulders. Oh Lord, let me bear it for safekeeping. Oh Lord, let me shield it from my dearest Jeremy. My baby, baby, bye, little baby, bye, bye. My baby, baby, bye, little baby, bye, bye. Mama will rock you till you are sleeping. Angels will hold you in their keeping. Powerful men will make their money. Your name will live here in the mountains of Wise County. Bye, baby, baby, bye, little baby, bye, bye. 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 My little baby, bye, bye. My little baby, bye, bye. My little baby, bye, bye.
Marion Fleetwood live on stage here.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk to another Sandy fan.
So,
what's your name? Sue Williams.
Sue Williams. Oh, there it is. So this is another Sandy one. I'm going to milk it for all it's worth, really, isn't it? It's great to be able to play all these fantastic songs in what was her village. This is my second favourite Sandy song. There is, of course, Who Knows Where the Time Goes, which is a given, and so I don't count that. This is a song that she wrote about what it's like to be us up here. Because we were talking to Helen earlier on the radio. And there's something about writing and singing your songs in front of people that is exhilarating and terrifying in equal measure, because you are kind of laying your soul open to everybody. And so this one is kind of our musician's anthem. It's called I'm a Dreamer.
what it's like to be you. It's a mystery to me every day, and I've got to get away. I put a bet on with a bookie on a race they put on over in Kentucky. It's lovely there this time of year, so they say, and I've got to get away. Cause I'm a dreamer, and you know I'm a schemer with my eye on the shore. My imagination when I get low. And the truth is, I don't think I'll ever go. When the music's playing, that's when it changes, and no longer do we feel like total strangers. It's all those words which always get in the way of what you want to say. And when I wake up in the morning, oh, I think it only fair to give you a warning. I probably won't go away, I'll more than likely stay. Ooh, 'cause I'm a dreamer, and you know I'm a schemer with my eye on the shore. My imagination when I get low. And the truth is, I don't think I'll ever go. Oh, I'm a dreamer, and you know I'm a schemer with my eye on the shore. My imagination when I get low. And the truth is, I don't think I'll ever go. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we have to keep an eye on the time. All right, okay. So, see you soon. Linda's going to Milton Keynes. The life of a musician. Off she goes. Wave goodbye to Linda. So, this is my favourite Sandy song, and as such I've shied away from it completely, but I thought last night at 9 o'clock would be a really good time to try and work it out. Wine was involved. Okay, so it's really nice to do this on my own actually, because it'll go free time. Helen's standing over there with her microphone. She's expecting this one. So this is the lady. The lady, She had a silver tongue for to sing, so she said, and maybe that's all. Wait for the dawn, and we will have that song. When it ends, it will seem that we hear silence fall. The lady, she had a golden heart for to love, so she said, and she did not lie. Wait for the dawn, and we'll watch for the sun. As we turn, it will seem to arise in the sky. We heard that song while watching the skies. Oh, the sound, how it rang so clear through the cold. Then silence fell and the sun did arise on a beautiful morning of silver and gold. Okay, I'll do an unaccomplished one. Okay, so this is one that's sort of Sandy related. Where Lagan Stream sings lullaby, there blows the lily fair, the twilight gleam is in her eye, the night is on her hair, and like a lovesick lemon she holds my love in thrall. No life I know, no liberty, for love is the Lord of all. And often when the beetle's home hath lulled the eve to sleep, I steal unto my shielding lone, and through the dooring peep, and on the cricket stirring stone, stirs the bogwood fire and hums in soft, sweet undertones the songs of heart's desire. Her welcome like her love for me is from the heart within. Her warm kiss like liberty that knows no taint of sin. And when I stir my foot to go, 'tis leaving love and light to feel the wind sings a lullaby. There blows a lily fair, the twilight gleam is in her eye, the night is on her head, and like a lovesick lemon she holds my heart enthralled. No life I know, no liberty, for love is the Lord of all. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to choose. Ooh, what? 2, was it? You're just too good to be true. I've got the wedding set in here. It's got You're Just Too Good to Be True. ABBA. Oh, I know, I'll do that one. Okay, what is it? Have I got time for 2 or 1? I don't know. Nobody's answering me, so I'll just do whatever. So, somebody, a lovely person in Northampton, gave me a mandolin a few years ago. We were playing a gig. Oh, this is for Kevin, this one. He's grinning like a Cheshire cat. Somebody, a lovely lady called Pat, whose husband, Bob, had been a postie in Northampton for years and had played the mandolin on and off. And then when he died, she put his mandolin up in the attic and didn't think about it again. And then she came to a gig that we were doing at the Northampton Playhouse. And the next gig, a gentleman came up to me afterwards and said, this is a present from Pat, and gave me a little mandolin case, which is this lovely round-backed Italian lady mandolin. And he said, Pat wanted you to have her. And she's lovely. She was made in 1901 in Naples. By 2 brothers. And in the first verse of this song, it says 2 fathers. There's nothing weird about that. The 2 fathers of this mandolin are the 2 brothers from Naples. And I just got to thinking, what's the story behind this mandolin? Where's she been? Who's played her? Because we all get instruments that are brand new, but we also get instruments that have been handed down to us and have their own stories. And so this is the story of my lovely mandolin, and it's called Curve of My Back. And I'm going to tune this properly. It's the thing about folk musicians. I know Linda said, Greg said it as well, didn't he? Still not in tune, is it? Yeah! That's close enough for folk. No, it's not close enough for folk. That's why we never get asked onto Jules Holland. Born of 2 fathers, the curve of my back appeared as if magic. The brown and the black, I sang to a sweetheart on a hot summer's day, and I beckoned her homewards, and with him she lay, and with him she lay. The song I've journeyed through time, belong to so many, an unbroken line. Hand to hand have I traveled through time and through place, and the curve of my back, it leaves its own trace. It leaves its own trace. Slung over a shoulder, Corelli and Bach, they sounded through gunfire along war's bitter path. Though bloodied and battered, I brought joy to his face, and I helped him homewards to his mother's embrace, to his mother's embrace. The songs I have sung as I've journeyed through time belong to so many, an unbroken line. Hand to hand have I traveled through time and through place, and the curve of my back, it leaves its own trace. It leaves its own trace. In darkness I lay, till Avon beckoned me homewards one cold winter's day. The hands I now rest in will make their own songs, and the curve of my back is where it belongs, is where it belongs. The songs I have sung as I've journeyed through time belong to so many, an unbroken line. Hand to hand have I traveled through time and through place, and the curve of my back, it leaves its own trace. It leaves its own trace. The songs I have sung as I've journeyed through time belong to so many, an unbroken line. Hand to hand have I traveled through time and through place, and the curve of my back, it leaves its own trace. It leaves its own trace.
Thank you so much. Stand in front of this microphone and say thank you to all of you for coming along to our very special unveiling of the BBC Music Day plaque for Sandy Denny. It's been a great opportunity, great privilege to have these amazing musicians come and pay tribute to her.
but also to be able to put up this plaque in her memory in this village. And she could have had a really long, happy life here in this village. It was tragically cut short, but now for many, many years we can pay tribute and remember her and remember her music. So thank you all for coming to join in this celebration, and who knows, this time next year, who knows where the time goes, and who knows, this time next year we may be back with something special, but fingers crossed. We'll see what I've made promises there. Yeah. Thanks to Marian, thanks to PJ Wright, thanks to Greg, and to Linda, and have I forgotten anyone?
Sally,
of course, Sally Barker, who performed here today, and for you for making the journey.